Nigerian blockade's hidden economic motives. Nigeria always framed the blockade as a simple matter of sovereignty. A breakaway region doesn't get a coastline. Look closer at the timing though, and a second motive shows up clearly enough that historians still argue over how much weight to give it. When Gowon's government first sealed off Biafra in mid-1967, the blockade had a quiet carve-out. Oil tankers were exempt. Shell BP's eastern region wells were producing two-thirds of the company's entire Nigerian output, itself 84% of the country's oil, and roughly two-fifths of that oil was flowing straight to Britain. Cutting it off would have hurt Lagos and London as much as it hurt Biafra. That exemption lasted exactly as long as the oil money kept flowing the right direction. It ended the moment Ojukwu got Shell BP to pay Biafra instead of Nigeria. The company's token 250,000 royalty payment sent under direct pressure in late June 1967 reached Lagos within days, and the federal government immediately extended the blockade to oil tankers too. The message was unambiguous. This was never simply about denying Biafra a port. It was about denying Biafra the one revenue stream that could fund a long war. The numbers behind that fear were real. Under the existing federal distribution formula, the predominantly Igbo East was receiving something like 14% of national oil revenue. An independent Biafra, controlling its own wells outright, stood to collect closer to 60 or 70% of what those same fields produced. That gap alone explains a lot about why Lagos treated secession as existential rather than merely political. Britain's own calculus tracked the same logic. When federal troops captured the Bonny Oil Terminal in July 1967, Prime Minister Harold Wilson moved to fully commit British support to the Nigerian war effort, and oil company engineers reportedly arrived to rebuild damaged installations while fighting was still happening a few kilometers away. Whether London's support was driven primarily by oil interests or by broader Cold War positioning is something historians still debate, since France's competing oil ambitions and Soviet trade interests were tangled into the same conflict. But the speed with which British policy hardened right after Bonny fell is hard to read as